Hey, happy National Coming Out Day to all my friends, family, and followers. It's okay to be yourself. It honestly is. Today, for my focused followers on Patreon, what I wanted to share is my coming out story. And I felt like things had been interesting the last couple of days. I've moved with just my children and I, so that's a whole nother video. But I wanted to kind of share for National Coming Out Day my coming out journey. So I am bisexual. I haven't dated a woman in a while, but I am attracted to women and I'm attracted to men. So, but initially, the way my life went is I was dating guys, but I always had this curiosity, I guess, when it came to women. The first kiss was actually a female, the girl up the street. That was my first kiss. Um, and I just remember being really unsure, being raised in an Abrahamic faith. I was like, okay, is God going to hate me? Is my family going to hate me? Like, what do I do? So initially, I didn't come out to my family. Um, I ended up in a serious relationship, and I just remember, I can't even remember what was going on. I was just having a really bad day. So I called home and I called my mom and I was crying. And so they had met her, and she'd come over to the house before if I was doing something or visiting my parents. But I just said, this is my friend. And so when I called crying, my mother, being who my mother is, she said, "So did you and your girlfriend get in a fight?" And I'm like, "No." But then I started to cry more. And I'm like, and she's like, "Did you feel like you couldn't tell us that you were gay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "We just want you to be happy, whoever that's with, a man, a woman. We just want you safe and happy." And thinking about people I know, people I've heard about in the news, TV, that was just a really warm thing to feel like I could just be. I could just love whomever. It's ironic. My mother said once she would not, her and my dad initially weren't married. They've been married now. This is 2020. So they've been married maybe about at least 7 years in November. I mean, yeah, it'll be 7 years in November. But they've been together 42 years. They just are only legally married the last seven. And it was interesting because my mother said that, she wasn't going to legally get married until it was legal for everyone. And ironically, the year they got married is the marriage equality law was passed. So, my parents have been supportive in that regard. When my girlfriend and I, well, I guess to say my ex fiance, because we were engaged for a little while, when we broke up, I just, it was bad. It was really bad. I went to a deep depression, emotional turmoil. And at some point, I don't remember when or how it happened, I just found myself interested in guys again. And so I'm sorry, there are like leaves falling everywhere. It looks like it's raining leaves. It looks interesting. Um, so I found myself interested in a guy, and I was really confused because it had my ex and I had been together about a little over a decade, and I had spent all this time feeling like I was gay, that I wasn't into men, and I guess I wasn't into those men. Um, I could appreciate a man being handsome, but I wasn't interested in being with one. And then all of a sudden, this guy shows up, and I'm like, I think I like him. So now, I've got all these friends who are gay. And, for anyone who's around my age range, that sometimes being bi is really snubbed by those who are not. And so I was really torn because I felt like I was still attracted to women, but now I'm also attracted to men. So I wasn't really sure how to handle the situation. So I didn't tell any of my gay friends, like none. I was just like hiding it. So in essence, I was in the closet when I first became interested full blown in women, and then I went back into the closet again when I became interested in men. So my straight friends knew that I was bi, but my gay friends did not know I was bi. And I don't even actually remember which one of my gay friends I came out to first. It may have been my homegirl Quan, if I'm thinking about it. But I know I hid it from my ex-girlfriend forever. And I am not the one who told her. I don't know who told her. I just remember I was at work and she called me and blew up. I heard you are blah 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 man, and it was bad. It was really bad. My feelings were so hurt. I didn't want her to find out like that. I was still trying to figure things out for myself, and I wasn't sure what that was gonna look like. So it was weird because I feel like in my life I've come out twice. Um, I feel like I have a third coming out story getting ready to happen, but that's another video. If you are one of my Lively Lotus, you'll be able to see that video because that's more on my spiritual journey. But I hope this resonated with you. I hope that any of you who are in the closet find a safe space, somebody that you know that you can trust, that you can come out to, and just know that it's okay to be whomever you are, to love whomever you love. At the end of the day, the only person you have to answer to is you and your creator. And that's it. And the creator is love. So I feel like if you're coming from a place that's true, that it's resonating with your soul, do you, boo. Much love to all of you. Happy National Coming Out Day.